Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of the Runners Interview. As you know, we had Alan Strock on episode 1, and it was a huge success, and everyone enjoyed watching the actual cast on the live page. But also, it's now available on Spotify, so you can listen to it there as well. Had really great feedback, so we're going to continue doing it. And our next guest is actually another one of our moderators. So this will be the last one, and we'll get someone else in afterwards. But her name is, of course, Wendy Britton, and loads of you will know who she is. And we're going to bring her in and ask her loads of lovely running questions. So, 2 secs. Hello, Wendy.
Hiya.
How you doing?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, good. How are you? You good?
Yeah, I'm actually a bit nervous.
Nah, don't worry. We're just having a chat. Just having a chat. Don't be nervous. Nah, it's fine. It's a bit daunting at first, but you'll be all right. We'll soon get chatting and just relax and have a laugh. So that's what we'll do. Right. I'm going to get straight into it. So tell us about yourself, Wendy. Who are you? What do you do? And so on.
Well, I'm 43, 2 kids, married, and I'm a bus driver from Stockton, Teesside. Anyone who doesn't know, near Middlesbrough or Borough, everyone knows Borough. So
yeah.
I don't know. What else do you want to know?
I know Middlesbrough. I've never been there, but I know it. I've been to Newcastle.
That's
so,
about half hour, 40 minutes away from me.
Oh, really? Not far at all. And I knew you was a bus driver anyway, because we spoke about it before, and I've heard some incredible stories about your people you get on the bus, basically. And obviously,
I won't speak about them on here. I might get
that. No, that's all right. It's up to you. You can speak about one if you want, but it'd probably be quite hard. Yeah, hard to do. But obviously, you.
Swearing.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Obviously, you worked through COVID. Which was interesting because I know we spoke about it, and it was dead, wasn't it, on the buses through COVID? Was it really quiet?
It depends what route I was doing. Like if I was in Middlesbrough, it was pretty quiet, but Stockton, where I am, I don't think anyone gave a shit really because it was the buses were quite packed. But
okay.
It's got a bit better.
Yeah, it's got busier now, I bet. Are people? Sorry, go on.
Sorry, no, I was just going to say it's starting to, but obviously we're only allowed so many on the bus now, so it's not great when you've got to drive straight past people. They're not happy about it, but
no, I bet. Are they actually wearing face masks with no one bothering?
They are, yeah, but
oh right, okay.
Don't even get me started.
Oh no, I want to get you started.
They get on the bus and they have them on. They sit down and take them off, and I'm like, what are you not getting? Do you know what I mean? Freaking hell.
Oh dear.
You're supposed to wear it so you don't pass it on to anyone sat near or whatever, but I don't know.
Do you have to wear one?
No, I don't, luckily.
No.
You can, It's like sitting in a greenhouse.
I was going to say you're behind the screen, aren't you, anyway, in the bus? So
we have to
that's
we don't have to. We have to wear one. Says you have to get out of your cab to let someone on in a wheelchair, whatever. We have to put one on then. But apart from that, nah. I wouldn't be. I'd have gone on the sick anyway. I wouldn't be able to. No.
We have to wear them on and off at work. In our work, certain places we have to put them on and take it off, and within a few minutes, I've had enough of them, to be honest. So, have you?
Too much.
Have you, out of pure interest, although we're not speaking about running yet, but this is quite interesting. Have you been told you have to tell people to put their face mask on when they get on the bus, or can you refuse them?
We can. I've refused people. Yeah.
Really? So they have to wear it.
I just say, do you have a face covering? And if they say no, I'm like, sorry, you can't travel. But if they insist or you start getting whatever, I don't know, I am sitting down, then we have to let them, but inform them, look, you're breaking the law sort of thing.
Yeah, it's the rules now, isn't it?
To be fair, I haven't had no tune. Anyone that I've refused, they've just buggered off anyway, so...
Fair enough. That's good. Nice. It's interesting to hear about, honestly. It is interesting.
It's not that interesting.
Yeah, nah. Right, enough of that. Let's get on to running.
Right.
So, first question I've got for you is, what made you start running?
Funnily enough, my job, because I'm sat
okay.
all day. So I was sat there, and you're like, my trousers are getting a bit tight. Putting the weight on and that, because I'm sat all day. I thought, right, I need to do something about it. So I just thought I'll try running. So I did.
Brilliant. And
but pair of old trainers. I just put them on and decided to go for a run one day, and that's it. I just continued.
So you didn't do no couch to 5K or anything like that? Do you remember?
Just by myself.
Just by yourself. And did something trigger you to think, I'm going to start running, or purely just in your own head? You didn't see anyone running, or?
I felt unfit. Like the ankles and that were starting to swell, and because you sat in the same position all day, you can't move. Sort of you just sat where your seat is basically, and it's putting weight on. And I was getting off the bus and like, do you know, like a proper old granny getting off? So that's what made me start. I thought, well, I'm gonna have to do something.
So initially it was to lose weight basically. Is what you did it.
Get fitter, obviously. Okay. Because it's no good for you sitting all day, is it? So.
No. Sitting in I can imagine sitting in a bus chat is not good for you all day long. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, you can be sat there like 5 hours at a time. If you can't get up, you're knackered.
That's a long time.
I know. Especially as if you need the toilet.
I just don't think about things like that. I just don't think about things like that. No. What, you got a bucket below or something?
Oh, no, I'm saying now. I'll leave it to your own imagination.
Oh, dear. So, do you remember your first ever run?
Yeah, it was horrible. I
bet it was.
I think. Because I was that unfit, do you know what I mean? And I haven't done exercise for years. So my first one, I was like, oh my God. And I think I've still got it if I flick through my Strava. And I think I remember saying on it, I'm knackered. I had to walk most of it. So yeah, it wasn't a great one. I think if my first few, I walked till I got used to it. And then obviously just gradually built it up. And I never thought I'd do what I'm doing now, like.
It's a different world you're in. You're different world you're in now if you're running, really. But that's how you start couch to 5K though. You run and walk. So although you didn't do couch 5K, it's so similar. So that's interesting. And do you remember how long it took you? Was you aiming for a distance when you first started running at all?
I just wanted to get a 5K. I actually did put the couch to 5K on my phone, and I had like a little listen to it and that, and I thought, I can't be arsed with that. So I just went out there. I thought I'll just increase it when I feel like I can. And that's all I done. So, yeah.
Do you know what? Naturally, sometimes that's the best way because you're doing it naturally, basically. And I recommend Couch 5K to anyone I speak to who's starting running. I do recommend it, but I know it's not for everyone. It's certainly not for everyone. And naturally, you can just get going on your own. And it sounds like you did really well, to be fair. Do you know how long it took you to get up to 5K?
Oh, I can't remember now.
No.
I don't think it was that long. Maybe it's a month or two. I don't know. But I started, when did I start? March, April last year. And I done my first half in the October. So
I remember.
I think I built up pretty quick.
Yeah. That's good.
How long it took me to get a 5K now. I should have had a look, shouldn't I? Because it'll be
No, it doesn't matter. It's not off the blue question anyway. It's just, if you don't know, you don't know. See, it's because you've done so well now, you don't care.
I never thought I'd get to it, to be fair. I just thought, I'll have a go. And then I can't believe I'm doing what I'm doing now. So.
Well, yeah, we're going to get into what you're doing now because it's absolutely incredible, to be honest. I use that word too much, but it is. So how long have you actually been running for?
Just a year gone April.
A year gone April.
I dabbled a little bit back end of March. I think I only done 1 or 2 runs, so I just go from April. So, I just started then.
No, fair enough. And you've been running for just over a year.
Just over a year.
And you haven't. I know this because again I'll chat to you, but you haven't done a race yet, have you? Which is another amazing thing. Not one race. And I know you was meant to do Great North Run, and I was going to come down. We was going to have a group meet up and so on. So it's absolutely gutted it's not happening, but it is what it is in these times.
I know. I was looking forward to it. I was hoping to do a 10K before Great North Run, so that at least I've done a race. But obviously, it's not meant to be, is it? And I've only ever done 1 park run, so I keep saying to myself, when everything's back to normal and they start the park runs, I'm going to start trying to do them a bit more.
Yeah, how did you find? Did I pester you to do a park run? I can't remember. I think I did mention it to you. I'm not sure.
Oh, well, it was last year now, ages ago. I can't
Yeah.
remember. You
And
might have done it.
how did you find parkrun?
I wasn't that keen, you know. Do you know what I
Okay.
didn't like? The start. Because
Oh,
everyone's grouped together, you're waiting to go. Then obviously the like, you mark, set, go, whatever, fire, whatever. And everyone's going and you just want to go. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
No one's moving, and that's what I didn't like about it. But once you get going, it was all right. But I just need to do more. Like I say, I think I'm not used to just doing my own thing and being on my own. I've never even ran with anybody. So, and like lads at work keep saying to me, "Oh, you're gonna come for a run with us?" I'm like, "Yeah, whatever," and I never do. But
No, fair
maybe I
enough.
should. I'm
I
a
do.
loner.
No, I do nearly all my running on my own. So I'm similar. It's funny you say about the park run because I think unless you're a regular park runner, you start getting used to it if you're regular where you start.
Yeah,
Because you'll gather what people's speed they're kind of doing, and then you'll find yourself in the right place. But it's not always like that, and it's not about getting well. For some people, it's about getting a time, and for others, it's not. It's a good mixture. But yeah,
yeah.
I think
No,
because you've
I will do more when they start again. I promise. I'll
no,
do
no,
it.
no. I think because you've only been once, I don't. Yeah, you might have a different opinion after you've been a few times. I'm not saying you will, you might not, but I
Yeah,
wonder if you will have a different opinion.
I'm gonna make myself do it because I mean I
Yeah,
see people on the page. Well, when they were doing it, like every Saturday morning, and I think, oh, I'll have to try. I'll definitely will. I'll do it.
yeah.
I need to
I
get used to running with people.
Yeah, I need to do it more. I haven't been for a while, and it is a bit harder when you've got the kids and that in the morning as well. It's like, what do you do? You know, my wife could look after them and so on, but it is hard to get to sometimes on a Saturday morning as well, and obviously people are working as well, so it's not
Well,
always
I
doable.
work more Saturdays, yeah, so I can
Yeah,
only do like 1 in 4. But there is another one. I don't know if you've heard of it. Oh, what's it called? Great Run Local, I think it is.
yeah, that's right. On a
Is it?
Sunday, isn't it?
It's on a Sunday, yeah, and I have more Sundays off, so I'm gonna do that one when they're up and running again as well.
That sounds
That,
interesting. There's one in. I haven't done a great run one on a Sunday, but there's one in Portsmouth, and I know a fitness guy who goes every Sunday and does it, and he says it's really good, really, really good. So I don't think you get the same numbers as a park run, but it's
no,
still
I
good
don't
that
need
it's free.
any. Yeah, it's all still free. I've got my little card. I've just obviously never been.
No, no, fair enough. Oh, so you have a card for the Great Run as
Yeah,
well. You
yeah,
get
you get
a
a card.
barcode basically. Yeah, I've never done
Yeah,
one. That's interesting.
yeah.
Oh, and I know I was telling you, please do a race before Great North Run as well. I remember telling you this, saying, "Oh, please do a 10K or even do a half marathon before you." And you did go out and do a half marathon, but on your own, not in a race, which is fine.
Yeah, done a
I
few
remember you
now.
doing that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I've done my first one, didn't I, in October? I actually jeffed that, and then
Yes.
I've done a few more since then anyway. So I know I can do the distance, but definitely once things are back to normal, and because Great North's not till next September now anyway, I
Hmm.
definitely want to do a 10K before then. I need to
Yeah,
do any.
I think you will. 100%.
Yeah.
I think you will. Uh,
I'll,
what What was Jeffing like for you? Explain what you did with the Jeffing.
for that, I just done every mile, like ran for a mile, and after every mile, I just walked for 30 seconds. Well, 30 to 40 seconds. That was it. And I think I done my first half in, what was it, 2 hours, 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's bloody good. That is your
That's with
first
Jeffy.
half, and that was with
Yeah,
Jeffing as well. But Jeffing
yeah,
can be so effective. I mean, you've realised how good Jeffing can be.
yeah.
You know, you've done one without it. I would have thought now, haven't you?
Oh, yeah, yeah. I
But
think all others I've done, I don't know how many I've done actually. I'll have to have a look. But
you've done,
all
yeah,
others I've just ran them, unless I've had to stop at lights or something to cross the road, obviously. But I think with the Jeffin though, it helps you recover a little bit before you start running again. So I think when you're running, you can go that bit faster, can't you?
yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely, absolutely. And people use it during marathons as well. So some
yeah,
people got some crazy times. It's not. I know it's not all about times, but some people have got some crazy good times even with Jeffing in a marathon, a
yeah.
half marathon. So
It
it's
doesn't really alter your pace that much. I don't
no,
think it didn't when I done it. So
no, because you're getting that
it's good.
recovery during the break. You can go that little bit
Yeah,
faster for the whole mile. It's really interesting. Really, it's
yeah,
getting more popular. It's definitely
yeah.
getting more
It's
popular, I think.
yeah. It is. You should give it a go. I don't
Probably
think
should
you need to though.
I need to get back on my long distance runs. I haven't done enough lately. It's all short ones for me at the moment. But I'm enjoying it, so that's the main thing.
Well, that's what it's about, isn't it? At the end of the day, just
Yeah,
it.
absolutely. Here's a question for you. Where is your favourite place to run?
I run around the houses, man. Bloody hell. That's honestly, I run around the houses, but I want to, because when I watched Alan's podcast, he was on about the coast, and there's a beach I want to run from one beach to the next, because I love the sea, absolutely love the sea. It's like the beach and that, it's my favourite place to take the dog. Well, you seen my photos from our day out last week, and I just love it. So I want to run along the coast. I think that would be my favourite place.
So you've not run along the coast yet?
No, I haven't. But obviously I'd have to drive. So, because I'm not used to just getting my stuff on and going out the house, and then I just run around the houses, because there's not much around here really. Like scenery.
No. How many miles are you from the beach?
20-minute drive from the club where I was the other day. It's only about 20 drive, but the one I want to run from it's only half hour up the road as well, so I'm not that far. No,
that's fair enough, and it's good to drive places to do a run as well. When I do my long runs, I think I said to Alan as well in the previous podcast, I go to something called the Downs Link, because it's all off road.
Right.
And it's I think it's an old railway line basically, and it's not that anymore obviously, but it's a nice straight run, and you can go and run for if you can run for 15 miles from where I go, straight onto then at the end of it you come up to a place called Shoreham, which is on the beach, and I did that and run from the beach to Worthing. So it's so nice. It's so nice running along the coast. So you'll love that. I didn't realise you hadn't done that yet.
No, I haven't. Like I say, I'm a bit boring, really. I haven't done out.
That's not true. That's not true. We will get into that in a minute as well.
Well, like I say, I just run around the out, and I tend to stick. Well, you know why I tend to stick close to home.
You might not have been to certain places, but you've done a lot of running. So.
Yeah, I know.
Well, you can tell us about your Bertie if you want.
No, you're all right.
Are you sure? Basically, your toileting. There you go. We'll leave it at that. we'll leave
Everyone knows Bertie now.
Your toilet problems.
Yeah, it has to be done. You know what I mean? I'm not the only one.
No, you're not the only one. You're not the only one. No, we won't.
I laugh about it and I joke about it, but it is a serious thing. I think really, it's not nice.
No.
Well,
it's not.
I take it out myself, but it is a serious thing, and I think a lot of people are probably embarrassed to talk about it, but I don't think they should be. If at the end of the day, if someone can give you some advice about it, talk about it. Well, you know where I'm like, it doesn't bother me, so I'll talk about anything.
Yeah, 100%. It's right. It's good to get it out there, speak about it to other people. You feel more comfortable with it, and you can sort the problem. You can start to sort the problem out, and people might give you other ideas to try and sort the problem out as well. So,
well, that's it. If you don't talk about it, do you know what I mean?
No,
I know
there's
it's not a nice thing to talk about, but it's something that happens to a lot of people. So I don't know.
No, you're right. It does happen to a lot of people, and you never know how many, because they don't come out and tell you about it. But it's good you have said about it, to be fair, and you are working through it.
I'm not bothered. You know what I'm like.
But be honest, it's got better for you because you've spoke about it and you've worked on it and you've worked out things that work for you and things that don't.
Yeah.
So that's the main thing. You're getting on with it and working it out. So that's the best way we can put it. We won't speak about it more now.
No,
we could do, but another conversation.
Detail. I do enough for that on the group.
Yes. If you want to know what we're talking about properly, go on the group. And what keeps you motivated to run?
The group, actually. Just seeing everyone. Like, I was sat last night. Obviously, I've done my running and I said, right, I'm having a rest. But I was sat there last night. Or was it today? I don't even know what day I'm on. looking at people's runs, and I wanted to go and run. Do you know what I mean? So for me, the motivation comes from the group. I don't get any at home, no cheering or clapping or nothing like that. Do you know what I mean?
No.
It's all from the running community. I love it. And that's my motivation.
No, it's really good. Yeah. When you went, I mean, I've been naughty today. I normally run at work every day at lunchtime, and I didn't. I was knackered, so I haven't run today. But I feel a bit guilty when I go. Yeah, lazyitis. It's true. But I didn't run, and I logged on at lunchtime to have a quick look. I was like, oh, all these people, all these great runs. I was like, damn it, I feel well bad. I don't feel bad, but it's like, damn it, I should have gone out. But yeah, it was one of those days today at work, so I didn't.
Yeah. Well,
Sometimes you get. Yeah, you're allowed a day off. Absolutely. If you don't feel like it, you don't feel like it. So yeah, but yeah, I'll be out again tomorrow. I'll never stop for too long. Now, one thing I want to touch on, really, it's not actually a question. What's incredible with you, Wendy, is you haven't done any races, but please tell us what you've just done last month, the month of June.
Oh, ran every day, red June. Didn't think I'd do it, and I don't even know why I wanted to do it. I think I just wanted a challenge. So yeah, completed that yesterday. Done 166 mile, I think it was, for the month. What? My hips are screaming at me now, like.
Wow. Yeah, it's honestly so impressive. Congratulations, because that is immense, absolutely immense. Oh, I couldn't believe. I knew you'd do it. When you told me you were going to do it, I thought you was crazy, and at the same time, I thought she'll do it. Yeah. So no, you've done.
The other people like running streaks, and I'm like, oh, it's amazing. The amount of miles they do, it's absolutely unreal. I don't know how they do it. I really don't. But it's brilliant. Well, I felt better for it, definitely.
Yeah, it's interesting because as you was doing it, I think you kind of got halfway through the month, and I remember you saying, "Oh, do you know what? I feel better." You actually started feeling better towards the end of it. You feel like you wanted to get out and run every day. So that was interesting.
Yeah. I looked forward to it every day. But like I say, my hips are a bit dodgy at the minute, but that's not from doing the streak. That's from back in January when I done too many miles and I ended up with a sore hip. But that seems to have flared up again. So obviously, if that hadn't have flared up, I'd have probably continued with it because I was enjoying it. And I was like coming home from work, like egging myself on, oh, I can't wait to get out. So maybe it's in the future, later on or next year, when I sort my hip out, I might do it again.
Yeah, no, fair enough. I mean, like you say, you got to look after yourself as well, didn't you? You don't want to make an injury worse than what it might not be an injury, but you know, whatever it is, you don't want to make it worse by going out and running on it. But it's still incredible what you did. To be fair, 30 days of non-stop running. But I think, because you had a target as well, it probably made you want to do it even more. You think, every day must want getting one day off, one day on the list, tick, 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 tick.
Yeah, that's another good thing about the group, though. Like, if I hadn't told anyone I was doing it, I'd have probably give up on the first week. Do you know what I mean? But because I've told people, then for me, you have to do it. So that's what pushes me on. And like I say, the support and that from the groups has been absolutely unreal, amazing, love them.
No, it's been amazing to have your posts every day. You posted up your run, and it's so great to read when you post them up. And I think each of them has their own little story, which makes it really, really fun.
My stupid faces.
and your stupid faces. But it makes it all interesting. It makes it really interesting.
Well, it's just a laugh, innit? For a laugh.
Yeah, you got to have a laugh. Absolutely, 100%. And it was just brilliant. I was well proud of you for doing it. It's really good, really good.
Cheers.
No worries, no worries. What keeps you motivated to run? Don't say the group.
The group. Honestly, you think I'm
that's fine. Of course it does, because like you said though, you run on your own actually, so your inspiration is coming from the group. Absolutely.
Yeah, it is. I don't get any, like, my hubby, he's like, oh, I don't want to know, don't talk to me about running. He's not interested. You know what I mean? There's no support from him, so all my support and my motivation comes from the group and the people in it. The amount of support you get off them and the well dones, and it's absolutely amazing. I love it. But honestly, all my running is down to the group.
No,
and someone at me door, I'm gonna go away.
That's one way to get rid of him. Get out.
I know.
No, honestly, I hear it enough from you anyway, but I love to hear that the group motivates people, and that's what it's there for. There's a lot of people who don't get motivated in their life for their running or other things, and to have the group kind of kick you up the bum and give you that motivation and inspiration.
Honestly, it does. It really does. And I wouldn't care. It was my hubby that told me about the group when I first started. He was like, "Oh, there's a running group here. Why don't you join that?" So obviously I did, and that's it. If it wasn't for the group or your group, I wouldn't be running. I don't think. I really don't. Honestly, I believe that.
No, that's well, it's lovely to hear. Not lovely. Yeah, it's good. That's good. That's really good. That's the whole idea why it's there, to keep people going and motivated. So no, that's honestly lovely to hear. And you become a massive part of that group anyway, because you was posting every day mostly, but in a good way, and you was helping. Although you've only been running a year, just over a year, you was helping so many others in that group as well, giving them a lot of inspiration, which was really important. And well, I think. Say again, sorry.
I'm saying I'd like to think so. Well, a few people commented on my post yesterday saying that, like, and it's like, oh, it's like dead nice. I'm not used to people giving me nice compliments and that. I sound a bit sad, don't I? But
no.
Not used to it. I don't take nice compliments. That, like, I get a bit embarrassed. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's all right. It's natural, but you deserve their compliments because you've helped so many people in that group. So
I hope so. Yeah, but they've helped me as well.
And they've helped you. Yeah.
Oh,
of course.
Yeah, definitely.
Of course. And obviously, I sat there watching the group when it first started and growing, and more and more people commenting and so on. And hence, I chose you to be a moderator because I could see how much you gave to others. So you gave so much to other people. So that's the whole idea why. You was great for the group. Everyone's great for the group, but you was just, I suppose, extra special. You was just giving such nice advice and compliments. And for someone who's done that 1 year of running, giving the advice and confidence and inspiration you did was just unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable.
I won't get my head through that door,
No, it's not, honestly, it's just a truth. It is just a truth. So no,
I was a bit shocked when you asked me, actually. I thought, why does he want me to be moderator? Because I'm like Marmite, Anna. I'm like, no, you don't.
I think that's what the shock was. I think, why would he choose me? I remember you saying, but I didn't hesitate. I didn't hesitate to ask you. And yeah, you love the place anyway, but now you love it even more. I can tell. So you've got a passion for it, basically, and I am so happy you have. And yeah, you are really good. So I'm well happy. I'm well happy with that.
I'm never away from the place, so don't think that I'm not there watching you, because I am.
Probably do a better job than me. Oh dear. Now, do you know what? I'm going to bring this question up. My next question was, who inspires you to run? But I know you're going to say the group, so I'm not doing that one. It's a group.
It is though. I don't have anybody else. So
no.
The other half's no good. He does it. He's not interested. So there you go.
I'll tell you what we can quickly touch on. I don't know what distance you ran. I think it was 2 weeks ago, but you came in and your shins were buggered, basically, weren't they?
Yeah.
Tell us what happened. Come on.
Well, the knackered, weren't they? I ended up with shin splints. Do you know what it was? I think it was because of that was the 1st of June. That my first.
It was.
Yeah, you've just reminded me there.
Yeah.
And I started running in new trainers. I think that's what's done it. But I ran a mile in my Vibrams, if you remember.
I do, yeah.
Because you were saying, well, it's not them, because it'd be your calf. And I think it was my new trainers. But yeah, they were absolutely knacked. proper shin splints. I know what you're getting at.
I'm waiting to hear it. I'm waiting to hear it.
Ice bath.
So come on, explain. You come in, you moaned to me and Alan. You moaned about your shins. And what did I say to you?
Have an ice bath.
And what did you say back?
Jog on.
Yeah.
I won't say what I really said.
No. And then I think I'll put this in an easier way. I think I said to you, well, do it or don't continue your streak, basically.
Yeah. So I done it. Oh, it was agony. Even our lad, right? It was trying to get into it, and I'm going, oh, naps. And he's pressing on my shoulder, going, get in. Oh, cheers. Bloody hell. It was agony. But once you sat in it and you get used to the cold, well, I was shaking as well, proper goosebumps a lot, but I got used to it, and I'm not joking. When I got out, they actually felt about 70% better.
Yeah.
Straight away, once I got dried and that and in my pyjamas, I was sat there and I was saying to our lad, oh, bloody hell, I feel better. I can't believe it. But yeah, it does work. I've been telling people to do it and they won't. So.
It's an absolute miracle.
It is, honest to God. And then since I've done that, I think the next couple of nights I just put peas on. And they've been fine. Honest to God, they've been fine ever since. I haven't had a problem. So cheers.
You're welcome. I'm not looking for the big me up, but you know. No, being honest, the ice bath. Well, I call it an ice bath. You sit in the bath, you turn the cold tap on. You don't need ice, and you fill it up to the waistline. And I did it during my marathon training. I put a jumper on, got in the bath, filled the cold water up to the waistline, timed myself 10 minutes. I had an iPad with me, I had a book with me, and I had the biggest cup of tea you could ever imagine with me as well. And
you have a nice cup of tea and
and a bit of cake, absolutely. And it just takes your mind off it. Like you said, you get a few minutes into it, and it's like, okay, this is fine now. This is good.
It's not bad. It's just the initial shock of getting like used to it, and then you're fine.
Yeah, and the reason why I recommend it to you, because it just, when I first did it, I was similar to you. I was like, wow, this is, although it's terrifying and it's a bit like, oh my God, and getting out's a nightmare.
Yeah, I know.
And you're
an hour and a half to warm up, you know.
Yeah, your bones stay cold for ages.
They do. I think you actually freeze them or something. I don't know. It took me ages to warm up, but definitely recommend it to anyone with them, because I think because it was the start of shin splints. I think that's what helped fix it, because I've done it because of you making me do it. Because I've done it straight away. I think that's what helped fix it straight away. So,
100%. The earlier you get on that and get it nice off, get on the shins, the better. Because the later you leave it, it just get worse and worse. But no, I swear by it now. I don't really get too many shin problems now, actually, at the moment, which is really good. But if I ever do, I'm doing it straight away. I don't even hesitate now. I just do it. And I recommend it to loads of people, like did you. You're not the only one. I've told it to loads of people. Do an ice bath. And some of them literally will just say, no, can't handle it, can't do it. But you've just got to take that step and do it.
Good. It is. I have done it again since then. So
I didn't know that.
I have done it again. And the second time, it wasn't, because I knew what to expect. It wasn't as bad. So yeah, I definitely recommend it to people as well. And I tell people, I don't know if it'll help with any other injuries, but when people are saying about the shins, I say, get in an ice bath. And so whether they do or not, it's up to them, innit? But
it's up to them. Some people, they use Epsom salts, don't they? And it works for them in the hot bath, with their shins. I've tried it and it does nothing for me, but everyone's different. Everyone's different, but it didn't do anything for me, Epsom salts. So I just like a normal bath, but yeah. Each to their own. Each to their own.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was going to ask you, but I think because you said you haven't travelled out in a bit where you're running so much yet, road or trail?
I've never done, do you know, because I run mainly on road.
Yes.
I have gone off on a bit of trail.
Okay.
I quite liked it because it's a bit softer, isn't it, when you're running? So
definitely.
You can tell the difference. The thing I didn't like about the little bit of trail that I ran was like, you've got to be extra careful because you're all over the place. Do you know what I mean? Whereas on obviously a flat road, you feel more safer, like you're not going to twist your ankle or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? So for me, road. at the minute.
Yeah, I love trails, but I'm road. If I had to pick one at the moment, I'm road. I went on a lot more trail running during lockdown because I don't know if you have done this yourself, but if you take the time, get OS maps out and take the time and look at the trails around you, you'll be shocked how many there actually are around your area.
I might do that and have a look then. Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, have a look. You'll be surprised how much trails there are around you, and you might find a really nice spot.
Yeah, I might have a bash.
No, but
I know one of the. Sorry, go on.
No, that's all right. No, go on.
No, I was just going to say I know one of the lads at work. He does trail running, but it's a bit. Well, I'd have to drive to where he goes as well. So maybe I could do a bit with him one day, or I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, well, no, just do it when you can. Have a go, but have a look around on the maps and that. See what you can find. I'll send you a link. I think I use plot route, but I'll send you a link. It's just interesting to look around. I'm like you. I haven't actually got trail shoes, so I went on my road shoes and did it, which is it can get interesting sometimes. So, but it was still nice. What trail shoes? Yeah, you get a lot more grip. It's more so if you're doing trail runs in the wet. If you did that in road shoes, you'd be screwed.
Oh God, right?
You'd be screwed. You need trail shoes. I can get away with it in the dry, I think, running on trail. But if you come across, I don't know, even the sand and so on, bits like that, you might come across a bit of sand, and road shoes not very good in sand either. So it can be interesting. Right. I did a trail race years ago, about 6 years ago, in road shoes. Freaking hell. I was nearly on my arse so many times. It was ridiculous. Luckily, I did the short route. I was nearly on my arse so many times. So, yeah, it's definitely recommend. Well, I need to try some trail shoes. I still ain't done it properly, but I'll get there. And so I think you'll give it a go eventually as well. You will.
I don't know what happened there, but you cut out.
Oh, did I cut out? That's all right. Can you hear me now? Yeah. Oh, that's all right. I was saying eventually I'll get myself a pair of trail shoes and actually do it properly.
Do it.
And I think you will eventually as well.
I don't know, because I want to get into my Vibrams, don't I? That's my next challenge. Yeah,
that's your next. We haven't touched on that too much actually. You did buy the 5-finger Vibrams, and it's kind of a different ball game. I don't know how to say it. Different ball game.
I think it's going to be like learning to run again.
Yeah.
From the very start.
It is, and not many people know this. You do obviously, but I did buy some Vibrams again many years ago. It's probably about 5 years ago. I don't know. And I gave them a go, and you're meant to start off just doing like a quarter of a mile, and then maybe up into half a mile next week. It is literally like starting running again. But I must say it was great to have that barefoot feel. And now I know the Vibrams have got a little rubbery sole across the forefoot, but it felt so different, and it does get you up on the tips of your toes almost on the forefoot. And it was such a different feeling, and your calves will kill for a while as well doing it, but it'll make your legs stronger.
More ice baths then, eh?
Yeah, more ice baths. But there's a lot of talk about running form. There's a lot of debate about running form because some people say, try and hit your forefoot, midfoot, and forefoot, and try and get 108 steps per minute, and so on. But now there's people saying, well, actually, you should run what your body wants to do naturally. So I won't get into that debate because I'm kind of 50-50 on it, because a long time ago, I did get my cadence up to 180 a minute, and I felt like it did improve me with my running efficiency. So that's my personal opinion, but everyone's different. But I use the Vibrams for running form because it makes you help run more efficiently, and it was almost like a training tool for me using the Vibrams.
Right. Well, I'll see how I get on. I'm definitely going to try it though. And
yes.
Because just walking, because I've been walking in them up to now, and they're proper comfy. They're the most comfiest things I've worn on my feet. So I'm looking forward to do it, but I know it's going to be hard. But I'm a stubborn cow, so I'll have a go.
Just take your time. That's all everybody's going to do. Just take your time.
Yeah, I will.
It is a nice fit. They are comfortable. They're very comfortable. And it's like it says, like your bare foot. So it's like they're not even there in a way. They're a bit awkward to put on the first few times, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. I'm all right now though. My foot just goes straight in, so just make sure my toes are separated. And I've had a few comments about them, like from friends and family. They're like, "Oh, one of them they're running."
Yeah.
Like, shut up until you've tried them. You know what I mean?
They freak people out, don't they?
Yeah, like, oh no, I don't like them.
No.
Well, that's what I like. I like unusual stuff. So I thought, yeah, I'm having them.
No, fair enough. It's good to give anything a try. Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
Give it a try and see how you go with them. Another question. What are your future running goals?
I don't know. Just keep going.
Just keep going.
Really. Yeah, I don't really have a goal. I just want to keep up the running, and just mainly to keep fit, and obviously work towards GNR. So that's it, really. I told you I was a bit boring.
No, not at all. I know your focus was on the GNR anyway, and I must admit, because you hadn't been to other races, what a first race that would be with that atmosphere. That'd be insane. What a first race. But no, your focus, yeah, like you say, will be on that for next September, which is really good. But you had a goal of finishing the whole of June streak, and you did it. So
yeah. If I put my mind to something, I'll do it.
You'll do it.
That's my only goal, really. It's just to stay fit. But once I start my dodge out, then I'll be all right.
I should have asked earlier, actually. What made you do? Why did you do June? The whole of June? Did you see something else that someone put in the group, or?
Dave Body, actually.
Okay.
Because I was watching his streaks, and then obviously I started noticing other people doing streaks. Anthony Ogden, he's another one. He's been streaking. I think he's on 360 odd days. And I just thought, and then I remembered about Red January, so I thought, well, why not do that? I just wanted a challenge. That's all, really. But obviously, seeing other people doing their streaks, I thought, well, I'll have a bash of that. So yeah, that was it.
And you did, and you completed it. So there you go. Job done.
I didn't think I would, but yeah.
No, it's mad. Yeah, and Dave Body, he did his 100th the other day, his 100th day of run streaking, which is, really fair play to him. Congratulations to him as well. Really, really well done to him. Yeah, really good, really good. Yeah, very impressive. Like you say, we touched on it earlier. I don't know how these people do it. That would be a nightmare. Now, we've talked about the group quite a bit, but what do you like most about being part of the running community?
The support and just chatting to people, seeing people's progress, everything about it.
Just everything.
I mean, I told you I joined another running group. Can you remember when I was telling you about that?
Oh, yeah. How dare you join another running group? How can you join another running group? Get out. No, you did tell me. You did tell me about another running group.
Before I was moderator, though, so you can't tell me that.
No, people can join whatever group they want. People, I was in multiple groups before I started the running community. I was in multiple running groups, and I don't blame anyone for being in multiple running groups. And it's good in a way to go to 3 or 4 of them, because you learn what you like, because each group is different. It's ran differently. It's got different characters in there, and some people can handle being all of them, but some people can't. And you just find what you like.
Yeah. Well, I just thought, I'll try. I think I only lasted a couple of weeks. I thought, nah, sack that. It's not for me. And then I've only ever really stuck with yours. So for me, it's the best out there. It really is. Like, I joined that other one and I just couldn't get on with it. It doesn't have the same atmosphere, or I don't know. There's just something about your group that I don't know. I think obviously it's the people in it, and just the amount of support. And as more people are joining, I've noticed a lot more people are getting a lot more comments on their posts that probably never used to, and stuff like, it's just brilliant. The people in it are brilliant. The support is brilliant. Like I say, if it wasn't for the group, I wouldn't be running now. Definitely not. And I'm enjoying being part of it now as well. I wasn't sure at first, but now I'm like proper buzzing. I love it.
I know you do, but it's nice. It's it's good for everyone else to hear on the podcast that you do as well. So no, that's exactly what we want. We want people to come in and enjoy the group as much as they can. And I touched it with Alan, but we had so many people during lockdown who were going to the gym. They weren't runners; they were gym. and they said, "Oh, we'll take up running." And they come into the group doing Catch 5K, beginning running, and everyone was so great with the support they showed to these new runners. And that's what we're all about. We want to, we want everyone in there. It doesn't matter if you're seasoned pro, whatever, you'll be running for years or you're a beginner. Yeah, we're going to be there. We're going to support you and vice versa. And that is what's so special about the group. Where I was in multiple groups myself in the past, I didn't like most of them. So I started my own group. I learned though from that. And like I say, I'm different to everyone. I've got my own opinion on things. And I thought to myself, well, it's Brighton Marathon what initially got me to start the group. But at the same time, I felt I could run a group the way I think I could run it, better than others, and just more friendlier, more inviting to everyone. And
totally is. It totally is. And it doesn't matter what sort of runner you are, like you say, beginning, elite, whatever, everybody's supported. Definitely. It's like, it doesn't matter. You could be a snail. You could be the fastest person in the world. Do you know what I mean? Everyone's supported the same. And that's what I like about it. Yeah, so.
No, exactly that. And we was in the women's running magazine as club of the month, basically, which is really nice to be in. And but one of the things the lady asked me was, how does it work? How does beginners help experienced runners and vice versa? I said, well, it's not the experienced runner who come and help the beginner, but you can always learn new things from each other. And just because you're a beginner doesn't mean you can't give inspiration to more experienced runners, and they appreciate that as well.
Yeah, you do it. They do though, even beginners. It's just it does do inspire you to keep going as well. They really do.
Inspiration to
progress. It's great.
Yeah, and inspiration's the same no matter where it comes from. It's always going to be the same. So it doesn't matter if you just started or not.
Yeah. No, it is. It's great for that. It's the best. Like I say, I couldn't, didn't last 5 minutes in the other group. I thought, it just didn't have the same atmosphere or people in it. I mean, I talked to quite a lot of people in our group now, and people I've probably been talking to for over a year since I've been there. And it's great. I love it.
Well, all I'm going to say is thank you to the other group for making you leave and stay with us, because wow. Because now you're moderator, like we say. So thank you very much, whoever that group was. Thank you. Gutted to them. No, I'm not naming them, but gutted to them. Now, I know you're not. Do you know your PBs?
I've wrote them down.
Brilliant. I shouldn't know. That's brilliant. Of course you should write them down. Why wouldn't you? That's Go on.
No, because it's
Go on.
Whatever. My 5K. What are you laughing at?
This is where you held the note up, and I've written down.
I've even got my gas and lecky on there as well.
Just don't put your PB in your gas meter reading. That'll be.
Oh yeah. 5K 26 minutes. 10K
wow.
55.42.
Yeah.
And my half 2 hours 5 minutes and 33.
Well, congratulations, because they are all excellent times as well. So, and only one in the year. So yeah, really, really good. Well done. Well done. That's really good.
Thank you.
No, you're welcome. You're welcome. Now, what running shoes do you run in?
Well, I was running in Brooks. I think my first pair were, I can't even remember what they're called. I don't know.
Adrenaline?
No, I've got them now, I think. No, yeah, it was. They were Adrenaline.
Oh, yes. Bonus point for me.
I know. How do you know all that?
Because everyone says to me when Brooks Adrenaline normally.
I know, well. They were my first pair. And then I got the GTS 20s. And then now I'm running in bloody Nike Flyknit. That's it. They're weird, them. They're like...
Oh, yeah, you got... Did you get the Zoom Fly?
Yeah.
It was a Zoom Fly you got. Yeah, I remember you when you really got them, actually. Yeah. No, they're a good shoe. They're a really good shoe. Yeah. They're more of a...
I'm in them at the minute, but they're meant to be for speed work, aren't they?
Yeah, they're more of a race shoe, but... there's so many things out there that are just for a race shoe, but at the end of the day, if you're comfortable in them, then they work for you. So, yeah.
Well, they've got me through my June run streak, so I've been running in them day.
Yeah, they're
So,
quite
yeah.
soft as well. They're quite soft landing as well. I like them. I had some Zoom flies. They're still downstairs somewhere, but I know I did enjoy them actually. They're a really nice shoe. Really nice shoe.
Yeah, yeah.
They got carbon
I've got
plate in them.
2 of them now. Sorry?
They've got carbon plate in them as well. The Zoom flies. I think the number 2 did anyway. I think that's what you got. I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah.
sure. So no,
Yeah.
no, well comfy. They're well comfy shoe.
But, and then obviously after them, I'm going to do the Vibrams.
You got the Vibrams as well. You got it all on the go really. Just trying out everything.
I know.
I went through a stage like that for running for about 2 years. I was just trying everything that was out there. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's being able to afford to as well, though, isn't it? That's the only thing.
Well, yeah. Everyone's like, "Oh yeah, running's free. You just put your trainers on and go out." It's like, no. Put any old trainers on, run out, and probably get injured. But it does cost a bit of money to get going. And again, people are 50-50 on with gait analysis works or not. But yeah, I think if you're going to start running that, try and get gait analysis done in the shop, and then go from there. Basically, it's worth spending that little bit of money for your feet and your own body, to get the right shoe. So,
oh yeah.
Once you've had a gait analysis done, you can you can buy a shoe from the shop, but then you can try others in the future as well. It's at least then if you're overpronating, underpronating, or a neutral foot, at least So
yeah. No. Oh, I got my analysis done. Well, the gadget just said, "Oh, go and run outside," and he stood behind me and watched me run. So I was like,
"Oh, is that how he did it? Not on the treadmill this time."
No, he just made me run outside. And he stood and watched, and he said, "Oh yeah, you're overpronate on my left foot." It was so, which I'm surprised that I was all right running in the Nikes actually, because they're not a support shoe.
You can get away with it if you're just slightly overpronating. You'll get away with it in a neutral shoe, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely if you're only slightly.
My ankle was bad. I think it was when I was running in my first Brooks. I ended up with a bad ankle and ended up buying a support. So I thought it might have started again running in the Nikes, but obviously it hasn't. Unless I've strengthened it up, I don't know. Sorry, my phone keeps going.
No, that's all right. No, you might have strengthened it up. You never know. But no, you can get away with it. If you just slightly overpronate, you can get away with it.
Yeah.
I'm a neutral foot, but I'm called a glancing heel striker.
A what?
A glancing heel striker is what I've been called. So I literally glance, I literally brush my heel, but land more midfoot.
All right.
I literally, you can see it on the wear of my shoe, literally just brush the heel slightly and land on my midfoot. But what I was saying earlier, when I got my cadence up to 180, that improved for me. That improved my form, and that made me go on more to my midfoot. And I think you'll notice more if you run out on them Vibrams more. You'll be landing midfoot, forefoot, probably not on your heels, because
Sorry, go on.
If you land on your heels in the Vibrams, you'll know about it.
About it, yeah. To be fair, because I did read up a little bit about running when I first started, and ever since I've started running, I've always tried to land on my midfoot, not my heel. So I think I'm doing it right anyway.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting. It's interesting because I didn't read that till quite late into my running, and I'm similar to you. I just went on and did a bit of research, like, oh, okay, I'm going to try run midfoot, get my cadence up, and yeah, it worked for me.
Yeah,
it worked for me.
Well, I've done all right up to now, so.
And keep it up, keep doing what you're doing. If it works, it works.
Yeah.
And what running watch do you have?
Vivo Active 3 Music.
Oh, same as Alan.
Yeah. When I was picking it, it was a choice between that or the Forerunner
235.
Yeah. But well. But because I like my music, that's why I opted for this one. I've always ran with music, so unless I take them up with me, then I don't bother. No,
fair enough. No, it's a great watch. Vivo Active 3 is a really good watch. To be honest, it's not too different from the 235. I think the 235 you get a few more stats. It's nothing in it at all, really, in my opinion.
Right.
I would have been happy with Vivo Active or a 235. It wouldn't have bothered me whatsoever. And I was saying to Alan, I had the Vivo Active 1, and it was a rectangle screen on it. So, and even that was good back then. So, no, it's a great watch.
That's good. Best thing I've ever bought.
Oh,
Absolutely
decent.
Loved it. Yeah.
Apart from what?
Apart from what?
Wine.
I don't know what you're talking about. I had a few of them last night.
Well, you celebrate your streak, so it's fine. You
Well,
should
that's
deserve
it,
it.
innit?
Right.
Yes, I'm day off today, so why not?
Why not? And as we're on to wine, let's talk about what's your favourite food.
Curry.
What curry?
Jalfrezi.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah. Garlic naan.
Naan, yeah, garlic naan.
Bombay potato.
The what?
Bombay potato or Bombay aloo.
Nah, just a normal chicken curry will do.
No onion barges.
No, I don't like them. No.
I just eat too much, I think. I just eat too much.
I don't know how you're not bloody 50 stone, the crap you eat.
Running.
I know, that's it, innit? That's why we run, so we can eat rubbish.
So curry is your favourite?
Yeah, I love me curries. Are you on about like food in general, or do you mean
anything
like, for a run?
You can no, not for a run. No, not for a run. No, I don't do nutrition. Right. Sorry, I don't do nutrition stuff for running.
Well, we know you don't do nutrition, but hell,
well, favourite cake. There you go.
Cheesecake.
Oh, nice.
Lemon. No, the lemon swells on the top.
Yeah. Decent. Yeah, I love cheesecake. Cheesecake's good. Gosh. Yeah, no, brilliant.
Cheesecake. No, I love it. That's my favourite. What's yours?
But my favourite food. Oh no! Out of all honesty, it probably is a curry. But it's I get my local curry does something called garlic chili lamb. Is what I get. I like hot food as well, and it
right.
It's just that's probably my favourite dish wise. If I had to pick something curry, I think that's what I'd go for. Cake. I'm a bit boring with cake. Victoria sponge.
Oh, that's nice.
Absolutely love Victoria sponge. So yeah, that's what I like to eat. Yeah, and as you know, I've got a really bad habit on a Friday. We've got a kebab shop, and yeah.
You're a proper fat knacker.
I never speak about it, but yeah, I eat kebab every Friday, so there you go. Mine and the wife's treat, that is. So we love it. We can't get rid of that.
Well, you got to have a treat. And like you say, that's why we're in it, so you can eat what you want.
Yeah, damn right. Damn right. Now, obviously, we're coming towards the end of the show now. Do you know we've nearly been an hour? We're 2 minutes away from an hour.
I know. Half a glass of eye to sleep, you can, yeah?
Now, the last thing to ask is, what's one thing you would say to... You don't have to say one thing. I should change this. What would you say to encourage other runners?
To encourage other runners? Mm-hmm. Just go out and enjoy it. Don't think about a lot of people, you see this, they worry about, I'm not very fast, or I'm dead slow. And then I think they put too much pressure on themselves. So for me, it's scrap all that and just concentrate on enjoying it. If you're struggling, slow down a bit. Do you know what I mean? But just put your trainers on, get out the door and enjoy it. That's all I can say, really.
No, that's fantastic. Absolutely brilliant.
No, but people do, they put too much pressure on themselves. And I think even I did, whereas now I'm like, I think since I knocked my hip in January from doing too much mileage, I know I've done it again this month, but I've learned to just slow it down, and that's helped. And now I'm not bothered about times and stuff. I just go out and just enjoy. That's it, really.
No, it's great advice. And it's something I learned years ago. I used to be purely about time and so on, and it weren't very nice at the end of it. If you're always going for a PB all the time, it's not great. You start, not enjoying the running, and you could get yourself injured. I was doing all my easy runs at a pace I shouldn't have been doing, basically. And as you've seen in the group and so on, I think this 80-20 thing is really kicking off now, which is good as well. It is good. And,
it's good.
If anyone doesn't know what 80-20 is, just Google 80-20 and it'll probably be Matt Fitzgerald that come up. And you can use heart rate based training to do 80-20, or just use your natural body instinct. But it's good to use your heart rate. You stay in zone 2 and you run really slow for most of your runs, 8% of your runs, and
Yeah.
20% you go fast, basically, if it's tempos or intervals and so on. But yeah, it helps.
Well, that's what I've been doing, just slowed it down. But I have noticed as well, because I always look on my heart. I know it's not dead accurate without a strap, but I always look at my heart rate thing. And now, compared to months and months ago when I was running, my heart rate zone's in the 4 instead of the 5 all the time, even at the same pace. So I know it's improved. So yeah, just slow it down.
Yeah, absolutely. No, 100%. 100%. No, it's good to slow it down. And no, that's all right. I saw Steve coming through. I was like, oh, hello. But it's funny because hello. No, we are literally about to end anyway. So jog. He's gonna put your running shoes on now and go out for a jog. No, I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. No, well, Wendy, thank you so much for coming on the runners interview. It's been great to have you. You've been a really great guest.
Oh, cheers. Thanks very much.
No, thank you. It's been a pleasure having you on. And yeah, we'll speak soon, obviously.
Yeah, definitely. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Take care.
See you later. Bye.
Bye. So yeah, thanks very much to Wendy Britton for coming on the runners interview. That was really enjoyable. Just to say, if you haven't visited our website, you can go to www.therunningcommunity.club, and our Instagram is at the running community, and also our Facebook. Just go on Facebook and type in the running community and you won't miss our group. If you're watching this right now, we are now on Spotify as well, so that's another thing that's appeared, and hopefully it'll be on Apple Music as well. So it'd be great to have people listening to the podcast whilst they're out running. That's what I do, not my own yet, but that's what people do. People have been doing that with episode 1, which is really fantastic to hear the feedback, and we even had someone watch it on their television on YouTube. So I think that brought a tear to Alan's eye when he found out that. So that's been fantastic. But yeah, thanks to everyone. And we'll speak again. Hopefully next week I'll have someone else, maybe not a moderator this time. So take care, everyone. Stay safe and enjoy your running.